Tonight was the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, the October 10th edition of Monday Night Raw, post coming off the heels of Extreme Rules. This was a really great show, man. Like, no offense to SmackDown, but if we had to compare which season premiere was better, Raw definitely takes the cake on this one, man. So right away, let's get into it. We had a little DX at the start of the show. Triple H, being on the headset was like, "Look, guys, like you guys gotta keep it down, keep it PG tonight." And we all know how DX is, man. You make the rules, they break them. So DX cursing up a storm to kick off the show. Triple H is like, "Look, bros, like come on, like this ain't 97, 98 anymore. Like, calm down." We did officially kick the show off though with the bloodline, and pretty much, man, Roman, following up on what happened on Friday, he called Jay out. He was like, "Jay, are you the weakest in the room? Are you a fool, Jay?" And before Roman could really get into this, we had Sami Zayn, of course, telling Roman, I mean, you did say that Jay's problem was now mine, so I got to deal with Jay now. And I was thinking, like, look, Jay, like, look, man, like, calm down. You got to be Usi, man. I'm Usi, your brother's Usi, your other brother's Usi. We all Usi, Heyman's Usi, but except you. And Jay's like, "Roman, man, like we got, like, come on, man, like, you really believe this sucker?" Riddle comes out, and this sets up the main event. Riddle and Zayn for the main event of Raw, and it was a really good segment. I thought that was a really great way to kick off the show. The crowd was electrifying the entire night, since we're mentioning the Brooklyn crowd. Johnny Gargano versus Austin Theory. This was I guess you could say, a pupil student versus teacher match, considering the history between Theory and Gargano. This is a really good match to open up the show. Gargano gets the win, obviously. But yeah, I thought this was a really good match, man. But I don't think this is going to be the last time we see Gargano and Theory going at it. You know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio takes on Chad Gable. The main focus of the match wasn't necessarily the match itself, but what was going outside. Judgment Day, obviously, out there. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. I really like this segue, man, with freaking Dominic and Ray and this whole hit me, Ray, hit me. And then, Ray's like, I can't do it. It's like, come on, Ray. You gotta hit your sub, man. After everything he's done, did you look what he did to Edge's wife? Put her on the back burner along with the rest of Judgment Day. Like, come on, Ray. But Ray just can't do it. And Dominic hits Ray with 619. Ray is just crying. This was really good stuff, man. Like, really, really good stuff. But Judgment Day is in the ring, of course. And yeah, man, Judgment Day is they're still talking. Finn's like, I made Edge say I quit. AJ come out here like, I'm done with Edge. It's now your turn. And we see AJ like, you're right, Finn. Like, we're boys. I'm gonna join the Judgment Day. And of course, AJ was like, but bro, I wasn't like talking about you. I got some friends. The Good Brothers officially make their return to WWE. Help AJ Styles clear out the ring of the Judgment Day. Now, if you saw my previous video, I think it's pretty much out of the open at this point. I'm not the biggest fan of the Good Brothers, or the Meh Brothers as I would call them. But I will admit, this was a really good segment, and this was a really nice brawl. And, it's kind of honest crazy. Carl Anderson is actually the current IWGP. He's a champion, not the heavyweight champion, but he's holding one of the IWGP. I think it's the U.S. title. I think it is the Never Openweight title. Yeah, I think it's the Never Openweight title. Yeah. So New Japan's like, hey, we know you're going WWE. You want to hold the title, hey, because he's still defending it against Hikuleo, I think, at their next pay-per-view. So he'll probably drop the title there. But New Japan actually retweeted the video and stuff like that on their Twitter account. So I was like, okay, so New Japan, obviously they're not, like, shoot mad about this. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, a really good segment. Bayley versus Candice LeRae. This is pretty solid, I thought. I actually thought freaking LeRae was gonna win. I mean, was gonna lose, but she actually rose up freaking Bailey for the win. But of course, Dakota Kai Io attacked LeRae. Then Bianca comes out and they throw Bianca out. Obviously, Maurice's birthday back. Wait, this segment, I wasn't feeling this segment, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I thought this segment was pretty trash. And honestly, man, like I'm be honest with you, like Loomis, we all knew what Loomis was gonna do, man. Like we all knew that Loomis was out there. So I'm not gonna. I didn't really dig this segment. Maurice didn't even fully get into the cake. Her face didn't fully get into the cake, so I mean, it was kind of a missed segment for me. But yeah, this sets up next week. Miz Loomis. Loomis is gone from WWE if Miz wins, but if Loomis wins, then he gets a WWE contract, and the Miz is. I'm not gonna even mention the other part, but Omos defeats two jobbers in a match. That was that. Brock Lesnar is back, ladies and gentlemen. I know the man's not here, so I'm going to say it. The alpha male of our species, Brock Lesnar, is back. We haven't seen him since SummerSlam. Bobby Lashley obviously came out there first, and Bobby was naming down all the guys he's beaten in the business. So Brock Lesnar was like, oh, my name was heard. I guess it's time for me to make an entrance. Brock Lesnar F5s Bobby Lashley twice, hits him one German suplex. And yeah, I think this is going to set up Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley at Crown Jewel. You know, we all know how WWE be doing with these Crown Jewel pay-per-views, so I think this is going to set up, you know, their little match there. But we still got a United States Championship player, so Bobby Lashley, he's injured, he's hurt, you know, his arm and everything. He's like, I can't do this. Rollins, his ribs are taped up. So Ron's like, look, boy, like, I'm here too. Like, get your ass in here, boy. You know, you're a failure of this country, boy. Get in this ring, boy. I thought this was really good. Even though the match didn't last long, this was really good. And, you know, even though that Rollins did not, you know, Bobby, like, lost, he still looked good here, you know. So I thought this was good for everyone. Rollins finally wins a title for the first time. Like, what was the last time Rollins was champion? You know, it's been a really long-ass time. But Rollins won, so that was good. Sami Zayn and Matt Riddle, this was the main event. This is pretty solid main event, I thought. I really liked the continuing story that they're doing with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. So, you know, which will continue over onto SmackDown. But we did get more... The Fiend, not The Fiend, but Bray Wyatt, Rebel in What You Are, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it seems like he's going to be on SmackDown. So we'll see what happens on SmackDown. Just keep him away from Roman. Don't do that. The DX segment was okay. You know, at this point, it was like 4 minutes in, so there wasn't really nothing them to do. But hey, overall, this was a really great episode of Monday Night Raw. You know, season premiere. You could tell they went really all out tonight, which they did. So, yeah, really great episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah, and remember to subscribe to the channel as well.